Good morning, Bree.
Hey Gina, how are you?
I'm peachy keen. My stupid computer's updating. So I am on I turned it on this morning about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes ago, and it said 12 minutes left. And I'm like, what? What? No, we are not 12-minute lefting anything. So how the heck are you?
Good. I had a closing Friday.
Nice.
Checked my bank account. It still hadn't been put in. Went into SkySlope, said the file was incomplete. Couldn't figure out why it was incomplete. So Michelle's on it.
Thank goodness for Michelle.
Right.
And I'm not exaggerating at all. Thank goodness for Michelle.
Right.
So-
So I was like,
All right, PF. I know you're here somewhere. I just can't see you and I don't know how to get to you.
he's connecting to audio.
Okay, thank you. I cannot more settings, meeting settings, video. Oh, iPad, I don't know how you work. I mean, I do know how you work, but I
Right.
have no idea. Well, whatever. We're gonna muck through this on my stupid computer's redoing. I still can't see him. Do you see him?
Hey, just his hey PF. It's just his picture.
All right, admin. Let's see if I can see Liz. Switch to gallery view. Haha, found it. PF has Sam Arfin's picture.
I know. I was like, that doesn't look like PF.
No, it does not. All right, this is all strange. Liz, good morning.
Thanks. How's
My
everyone doing?
computer says it's updating for 12 more minutes. So we're on my iPad since I don't have another 10 minutes or whatever to wait for the stupid thing to finish.
Okay, how's everybody doing?
Other than not knowing how to work my iPad as far as Zoom goes, fabulous. Okay, now my question is down here, PF, are you PF or are you Sam?
This is Sam.
Why in the world does your screen have PF on it?
I don't know.
That's pretty hilarious. You threw us all off because normally PF comes in about 5-10 minutes later. So good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
You're
Good to be seen.
welcome. Well, thank you. Hey, all right, let's get going. Good news. I'll start. I am completely caught up, like on all my lead generation, bless you, all my lead generation, all of it caught up. So I am like thrilled to death, absolutely thrilled to death. So I think it's the first time I've been completely caught up. I don't even know how long. Like, I don't know. And last night it was kind of crazy because I was bound to determine, where's my camera on this thing? I
You're
don't know.
looking at it.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if it's, I guess.
I think it's on the
that
side.
All right. So anyway, I was determined yesterday to get caught up. And so I did all my outbound stuff and I just kept on doing all my outbound stuff and it kept on going and going and going. And then I'm like, whew, finally. And then it started coming back in again. And I'm like, dang it. So I just had to keep on responding. And then finally I was like, you know what? We're done. It's pretty late on your side of the world, which is where most of the LG is going on, is on your side of the world. So I'm like, I think it's, I don't know, it's like, what would it have been? Maybe coming up on 10 o'clock. And I'm like, no, we're done now. I cannot be texting people at 10 o'clock at night. So, but I'm caught up, which makes me very happy. All right, who's next?
I'm getting
Uh,
caught up. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting caught up.
I have finally gotten the rental rented,
Mm,
the one where we had to drop it down.
right.
And we had one application of someone that wasn't being transparent, had an eviction, credit score was 400.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then we had another one where the rent's only 2,300, but they make 350. And very transparent, and I told them to wait. They were going to
Mhm.
jump at the one that was like not very secure. And I was like, just wait. And we waited, and this one came in.
Nice. Very nice. Congratulations. All right. Liz or PF Sam, what do we got for good news?
Yeah, it's the, I don't know where that came from, but anyway, hopefully I didn't get scammed.
It's pretty easy to change your name. And I tell you how to do it, except for I'm not on my computer,
Yeah.
but
But
there's
I
someone
mean,
there. You
I
can,
don't even know, I didn't even know how to spell his last name, so how did that happen? That's weird.
I don't know. I pronounce it wrong all the time. It's Jimenez and I say Jimenez and my husband's just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I know, it's Jimenez. So I have no idea how you got it or what happened either, because it's funky, weird,
The
but whatever.
technology is scary these days.
Yep. So you have
You
some
know,
good
it's,
news, Chris?
you know, ever since I joined EXP, all they do is sell your information. I get like more people contacting me about insurance than I get phone calls from people. It's like,
Well,
dude, you know, it's like,
in your
stop,
case,
stop.
lucky you,
Huh?
they sold PF's information. So what you got that's good news, Sam?
Huh?
What you got that's good news?
What's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow, my 3-year-old starts to go
Yeah.
to school a
Hey,
couple days out of the week.
Let me
So
jump on this meeting
I'll be
real
happy.
quick, man.
I'll be
Love
able
it.
to do some work now.
Okay, Steve. All right.
He's very attached to me for some reason. I don't know. But maybe I allow that to happen. I don't know, because he's the baby.
Yep. Well, good. I'm glad he's going back into school. That's some good news. All right, Craig or Liz, good news. That was the cutest smile, Craig. You're muted, sweetie.
Oh, okay. Good news. I picked up a well, I have a seller consultation on Monday. So
Woo-hoo.
yeah, that's good news.
Cool beans. For what? What are they listing?
Oh, a house, I'm sorry.
No,
three
it's all
bedroom-
good.
3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It should go for about 260.
Cool. Are you a one listing appointment or a 2 listing appointment guy?
I like to do one.
Good. Stay
Yeah.
that way. It's half as much time. You can take twice as many listings.
Yeah. And so
It's all good. Yep.
I will call and just do like a pre-listing over the phone, just to get some information, just to build some rapport.
I always did that too. I called as soon as I had the appointment completely set, then I shifted into, hey, well, I got you on the phone. The tax records are wrong all the time. Can I ask you a few questions? And then went through. For me, the 2 most important questions were at the very end, will all owners be present? Like that was a deal breaker as far as I'm concerned. Well, not a deal breaker. I would reset. And then the other one was, how much do you think your property's worth? It's those 2. The rest of it, I just need to verify, bedroom, bathroom, square footage, so upgrades, permits, so that I know what I'm walking into, so I can do a one. There's nothing worse than walking into something that you think is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and you found they've added a whole second floor, non-permitted, but they still have a whole second floor. I'm like, well, we're not comping that out of the 2-1. So cool. All right, Liz, what you got for some good news?
Just progressing along and getting myself caught up. So I am getting ready for the commercial real estate program through EXP.
Mhm.
I am almost all set for Jay Connor's event at the end of the month. I'm very excited about that. And getting my courage up to get on the phone and make the calls more consistently. So that's the next goal.
I love it. And this is perfect because I wanted to talk about calls today and I wanted to dig in a little bit into that. Are you guys cool with me diving right into that, or is there some pressing? All right, let's dig. So every time, agent attraction calls are the exact same as any other call. I mean, it's all trying to find out what my message is and then how do I get it out. And so I always kind of, if I some people I can just pick up the phone and I develop great friendships with them and I can just be like, and I know they'll answer like, what are you doing? And catch me up on life. And those are the pretty easy ones. It's the other ones that I haven't gotten that level of relationship yet. And it's just another call. You know what I mean? Like, are you ready to do business yet? It's that call. And it struck me that I feel like if I don't have something, a message, then I don't know what to say. And then I just feel like I'm like, hi, how are you? When the reality is I would do that with a friend. Hey, how are you? Let's catch up. But with a business acquaintance, I feel like I need something to say because it's not at the hi, how are you? Let me catch up, how are the kids and the family and all that. So I was thinking yesterday before I was getting ready to do a bunch of outbound. And I'm like, well, so what's your value? What do you have? And I'm like, you just had amazing flipping training on Monday. Like it was really, really good. And so I just threw a quick text together that said something along the lines of, oh gosh, I don't know the exact verbiage, but it was something like, we had amazing training yesterday on deferring capital gains funds into investing in opportunity zones. And whatever, it's like 3 sentences tops, maybe 2 long sentences or something like that. And I just said, hey, let me know if you want the link, like, or, let me know if you're interested, ... question mark, and sent that out and got a bunch of responses back of yes, I am interested. And the thing of it is if I was switching that over for real estate, I would have just added in, hey, who do you know that this information needs to get in front of? And I would throw that out there. And the cool thing with that, there's a bunch of cool things with it. One, it implies high net worth because you're dealing with capital gains and investing in opportunity zones. 2, what cooler thing, like Craig, you and I had talked a little very briefly about investing in opportunity zones and being able to turn around neighborhoods. I mean, what Scrooge is not like, no, and no money for people who need it, So, it's all that stuff all wrapped up into it, which I really, really like. Plus, it's kick butt. I mean, I had never run across that concept before. I didn't know anything about it. It's amazing. And that's what really struck me of like, if I was stuck as an agent right now and I was struggling with lead generation, I would need a short text message, something to be able to get out to my database at least so I'm touching them with something. And maybe it's not the, hey, who do you know that wants to buy a house? Hey, who do you know that needs a credit repaired? Hey, who do you know that needs to sell their property? Hey, who do you know? But maybe it's a whole other level that separates us out from everybody else. So do you guys like that idea at all? I got one
Yeah.
head going, yep.
Yes.
It's an easy one. It's a really easy one. So is that something that you guys could do? Like, can you guys go through? So out of curiosity, what are your favorite Monday classes? That's stuff that you could pull to be able to get out to people to set yourself up and is great positioning. Like, are there other classes that you guys are like, yeah, I really like this one. This one would be really good. Or
Yeah.
tools or anything.
There's been a
I
few
need to go back
Monday
and,
classes.
yeah, I
There
need
you
to
go,
go
you
back and
guys-
watch them.
Okay. Okay. Craig, what did you like? Oh, hang on, where are we going? Y'all are all talking at once. I love it. Go on.
It was a few of them. I really liked the Jay Connor class.
Mm.
It was another one that that Gary did. I can't remember exactly what it was, but Gary did that class, and it was a good one. We stayed on like a super long time that night.
I do remember that one. It went like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy long. Yeah. I liked that one too. I really did. I like Hoodle, but I wouldn't be tossing that one out to people just because it wouldn't fit if I was going after people, you know what I mean? Versus, yeah, listings and sellers. What else? Or Jay Connor's perfect for raising private money. This one was really good. There's been a couple more that we've done on kind of deferring your tax stuff. Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer, I forget her last name. The one who did the, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it? Of
Was
course.
she the investor?
Yes, she did rentals,
Yeah,
Mhm.
built her whole, that one was really powerful.
yeah, it was.
It was really good. I liked that one too. The other one, Anna did house hacking.
Mhm.
So she did that. She's the one that the hurricane hit her full brunt and every house around her is completely destroyed. There's actually 2 houses that floated into her neighborhood that were never there, but her unit in particular, she got 2, but the one that faces the ocean side, untouched, unscathed, completely unscathed. It's a war zone everywhere around it, but her unit is unscathed on the front. The back one's fine, back a little ways. But that's Anna. Rick and Anna, and house hacking is an interesting one that I know that a lot of Gen Zers are super interested in house hacking. I mean, I hear about that all the time. So that's another good one. So that gives you 3 or 4 really good messages. And it struck me also because I was talking to some kid that called me up, some 20-year-old kid from nowhere, didn't know he was 20. And I was like, hey, da da da. And he goes, he wants to talk about wholesaling. And so we're talking about it. And I'm like, have you ever thought about being an agent? He's like, ma'am, I just turned 20. And I'm like, well, don't let that stop you. you know? And it was kind of interesting because we went through, because I was talking to him about Jay Connor's way to raise private money. And I'm like, he goes, I don't have any money. I need to do this. And I'm like, you have a phone, you have money. And he's like, well, and that's when he told me, he goes, all my friends are like, 18 to 25, like, and I'm like, so he's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, well, don't your friends have parents? And he started laughing. He's like, well, I guess they do. I'm like, stop saying I can't and instead say, how can I? Because it will open up everything. So, okay. So for your database, if you went through and just grabbed 4 really good, like took a little bit of time, figured out what 4 trainings you really, really like. Maybe like if someone's a Gen Z, or maybe the house hacking one, and for the other ones, maybe it's for the ones are investor minded, maybe it's Jay Conner, or for the higher net worth, or to flesh out higher net worth, maybe it's the guy we had, Ashley, whatever his name was, on Monday, and put together just 3 or 4 different trainings, had the links. Is that something that you guys could just crank out pretty quickly, where you could just slam out a bunch of text out to your database? So, with the, yeah. I also like not sending out the link. I like, let me know if you're interested and I'll get it out to you. I like, because then I know who's responding to what and I can engage back with them. So, okay, cool beans. I wanted to give you guys something easy to be able to go in and grab and go take care of. All right, now that that's done, who's going to commit to cranking those out, and how many and by when? I know, I'm looking for action plans. I'm going to get you all lead generating at a high level. If it is the last thing I do, I am not joking. That is my job.
I appreciate your efforts, because at least it has me placing it on my list of things I must accomplish to move towards. So I appreciate that, although I don't know what I can commit to at this time.
So, if there were steps to this to get this, okay, let me back up. Is this something you like? Is this specifically something you would like to do? Let's start there.
Yes.
Okay, then is there some action step you could take today? If you were gonna, like when I take a goal, I deconstruct it. And I'm really, really good at that. I'm really good at, these are the steps to hit my goal. I can break down big, huge stuff, like you just break it down. And then if I broke this particular task down, if I thought this was big and I broke it down, what would be a step that could happen?
Write it down.
There you go. That's one. What's another step? What's the second one? So write down that you're going to do it. Perfect. Then what's the next step? If you're going to break it down,
Do it.
say what?
Schedule when you're going to do it.
Perfect. Perfect.
Put it on a
Okay.
calendar.
All right. So write it down, put it on the calendar. And then what would be the first action step if you were going to break down the action that you could put on the calendar?
Make a list of people that you're going to send it to.
Perfect. That's a good one. So get your
Okay.
list ready.
Pick the links you're going to send.
Bam, pick your links. All right. Now you've got some stuff. If you don't have any idea what links and what stuff are out there, maybe the first step is to go back through and go find a couple that you're like, hang on, I really like that one. That one's good. And I really like this one over here. The reason that got me thinking about it is the kid with wholesaling. I'm like, I'm sure Gary's got a training on it out of the 300 some odd
Mhm.
trainings. So I did a search. It's trainings 1 and 3.
Right.
He has 300 some trainings. It was 1 and 3. And since I want him to, he's talking about becoming an agent, and I really would love to see him. I mean, a 20-year-old that's got this passion of going out there and doing this thing he has no idea how to do. I'm like, okay, I really like you, sweetheart. But I also wanted to send him some new stuff. So I sent him the Jay Connor one so he could learn how to gather funds up. And then I sent him last night. So if he's running across high, and I said, and I literally said, hey, look, here's what we're doing now. It's going to be very interesting because this is Gary's literally first video to see what he did back then. And I want you to see the difference, and got that out to him. But I was like, holy crap, Gary, 1 and 3. And part of that is, if you're wholesaling, it's a very, very, very fine line to do it ethically in an up market. In a down market, it's an easy one to do ethically. It really, really is. It makes sense. It works for that market, etc. But in an up market, you have to really make sure that your ethics to help that other person are in line, because otherwise it's probably better for them just to list the property. It really is, rather than you wholesaling it and turning around and flipping it. Not even flipping, but you know what I mean? So, all right. So good. So now you guys have some action steps. So I heard Liz who says she's going to write it down, and anybody else who's going to do it. What are your steps? Like, what are you committing to, and what does it look like? I know that you guys are like, Bree, I know you're studying for your test, and I know you have a ton. I know that. So I'm not looking for, if this is something you want to do, and it's literally like I'm blocking out next Friday, that's
Right.
totally cool. It really, really is. I'm not trying to dump on to you like, you need to pick up the phone today and text 800 people today. You know,
I'm gonna write down my plan on Sunday.
that's right. You are doing that.
Yes. So Sunday is my vision day. So
Cool.
I'm gonna do that. Saturday, I'm watching that movie.
In and of its, which one?
In and of its, in,
In and of itself. Okay, perfect. You found it?
no, but I wrote it down.
Okay. I can't
It
remember.
is-
I can't remember what it's on.
It is easy to find. I don't remember what it's on. I started it, but then had to jump off it. So it's on my list of things to watch too.
Okay, I can't remember if it's Hulu or Netflix. I don't think it's Prime. I think it's Hulu. I could be wrong on that one.
Too. I do
Yeah.
think it's Hulu. But I'm curious about it now that I started it. I'm like, what is this about?
I know. It grabs you in complete silence in the very beginning, and it's just like, exactly like, what is this ride? Like, where are you taking me? You know? So highly recommend it. Highly, highly. Matter of fact, the class that I'm building, which is all on identity, vision, and all those kinds of things, that I'm coming up with a list of movies to watch. You can pick any one of them, and that's definitely one on the list, because that's exactly what it deals with. It's very cool. Okay, Craig, is this something you want to build in or not? Not to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay,
Yeah,
Is-
I really do. So that I would have a way to, an intriguing way to attract agents.
yep, you can use this for agents, or you could use it for people, for investors, either one. It just, all it is changing the opening sentence, and that's pretty much it on how you want to market this. If agents is the direction you want to go, I would highly encourage you to have like 10 agents or something in your phone that are easy, like to find. Like maybe it's on your phone, maybe it's Agent Fred, Agent Joe, Agent whatever, and then you could literally grab them really, really quickly, and it's easy to send out text for stuff like that. If that's the
Mhm.
case also, and you're going after agent stuff, the podcast that I sent the guys link to, that might be a good one also, if someone's interested in podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world is moving away from, as far as agent attraction is going, it's moving more towards attraction versus chasing.
Mhm.
And both are needed. But you really need, I heard something really interesting, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. You need to chase first, because when you're chasing, you will learn who you are and what your message and what your value is. And you'll learn it through chasing. You'll learn it through a lot of conversations. Like door-to-door salesperson way back when in the, I don't know, 20s, 30s, or 40s, whatever, they had to learn their crap, but they learned it because they were in front of, 50 people a day or 100 people a day, showing them a vacuum or whatever it was that they showed them. And then they knew their value and worth. Like that's Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar was door-to-door, So you chase to learn your message. And once you learn your message, you can move into marketing, using the chasing to augment your income until the marketing really takes off. So cool beans. All right. Let me see. I got Liz, Craig, Bree. All right. PF Sam, is this something you would like to add into your business? Hey, going once, going twice. Nope. I got a muted guy. All right. Okay. Anything else? I got 1 minute.
I
Oh,
got locked
there-
out of my phone. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm locked out of my computer. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just, I don't know how to go about, getting the value. What is the value? Like, I haven't really been able to determine that yet. So
okay.
I guess I need to kind of, figure that out because, you need to have like the tools in place in order for you to be able to succeed in this business. And that's kind of like what I realized, you need to have the like the computers, the laptop, you need to have enough, memory on your laptop. So I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, but, you need to like help people be successful and let them know up front, hey, this is something that you need in order to make it work. So that's kind of like the value that I'm missing that I think I need to, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Well, did you watch Monday night's thing out of curiosity?
No, I had work Monday night. I wasn't.
Okay, that's totally cool. Usually there's only 30 or 40 people. There's 100 on the team and usually 5 or 6 are guests. So there's no shame or anything in that. I highly encourage you to go back and watch it because it was really, really, watch that one and then watch the Jay Connor one that we mentioned also. Those two have incredible power and value. Just watch those. Just commit to that whenever you've got, 10 minutes.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
I was on the one for Jay Connor, but
Okay, perfect.
and I bought his book, but
Okay.
yeah, but I asked him, can I connect with you to try to find money? And his secretary's like, well, you have to be part of his group. And I'm like, well, what does it take? And he's like, she's like $40,000. I'm like, okay.
So instead of, so that's not an option for you right now, right? Am I hearing you right?
If I had $40,000, I wouldn't be
Okay.
needing his book.
So let's switch over to this question then, just like I told the 20-year-old. If you're hitting a brick wall with, I can't do this, switch it over to how can I? How can I do? If that is important to you to want to do, switch it over to how can I? And I just went through this myself because I wanted to go to, there's a training in Puerto Rico and the dates don't work out right. So, but my first thought was, I can't go to Puerto Rico, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait, how can I go to Puerto Rico? And I instantly was like, we've got a credit on Alaska, plus they gave me a bonus credit. So we've got, at least my husband's airfare is already paid. We have this going, we've got that going. And when you put all those things together, I can go to Puerto Rico. Now I can't because I'm not going to be home yet because it's happening like right around the corner. But once I shifted that in my brain, once we shift that in our brain, it opens up everything. It just literally opens up everything. So I highly encourage you to grab that most recent one and then start asking, how can I? And then either get on with Gary or with I, and let's go through and figure out, once you're like, do you want to do this?
I've had his book for 2 weeks now and I haven't even opened it up.
Well,
I don't know
what's your
about,
next step?
I would
That-
encourage you to
so-
start reading. I opened it and couldn't put it down when I started, and then I couldn't finish it. So I picked it up again yesterday, and I have 50 pages left to do. I'm not sure that I completely understand everything, but it's a simple read, and to the extent that it gives me just a good foundation of what the process is like and what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, just in watching his video again, that training that he did again and reading that book compelled me to go to his program at the end of the month. And I'm not ready in that space, but I just feel like the knowledge will be valuable for when I am.
So you're going, Liz?
I am going.
Yeah, I thought about it, but you must be near North Carolina. I don't know.
Yes, I'm driving
Not
because
far.
getting there via plane is a bit more challenging. It's about a 5 or 6 hour drive for me, so I'm going to drive down. But
Yeah.
yeah, I couldn't get it off my mind once I started reading that book after seeing his class. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I just felt compelled. I need to be there to get whatever information I can get as a resource to help those that I'm looking at.
Well, good
All
luck.
right, yeah.
hopefully.
All right, y'all. I hate to cut you off, but today's my day with my accountability buddy who is just calling me right now. And I just told him I'd call him right back.
Okay.
Okay, y'all have action plans, ideas, focuses, all those kinds of things. Go nail this. The only call that sucks is the first one, maybe the second, but by the third, it's good. I promise you. All right. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Oh, good to see you, Sam. Bye-bye.
Bye.